We're going to do the flag song right now. The victory song now.
Forward.
As the graduates, if you could please take your seat. I want to welcome everyone here today, but before we start with our proceedings, we're going to ask Richard Two Dogs to do our opening prayer for us today.
I'm Dr. Ogalala. The teacher below, Tony Ahipina. Koskala, Koska, Kojan, Takoja, Pasteste, Wounds, the Eki, Yukam, Woyushki, Hetaro. Or it's a Tungasha, Kilena, and honey, let's your water, Galapu. Pogata, Hetio, Chasha, Skaka, Wons, the Yukijuna. Pogata, Hetio, Ampetuan, Elake, Oyake was ake hilchop, a hetcheva chekiapi. And Gaki hetcheva follow pa hetcha, Tongaslawama, Pika, Richase Karsa Hetcha, Mila Hanska Karshum Japi. Yunka hetchel Ampetu, hetchel Wanjiji, Oinika, Tima, Iena, Woche, Gale, Leche, Pogata, Leche, Hetche, Woche, Gale, Yuka. Kawoche, Dieche, Hetche, the Hamons, the Eake honi na leota kile, chungshi hinaji kile, eche, oste, o kakya o tipi, o waio kile, oikacha, o heche, hinat kawoche piki, o ieche tuelo. So at this time, I want to thank all of you for coming to celebrate the time of this graduation, the time of achievement for all my nephews and nieces here and my grandchildren. And long ago, our ancestors made prayers so that it would be this way. They said they made prayers that we would get the Washichu's education so we could compete in their world and take our rightful place again as a strong nation. And up that creek over there, my grandfather lived. His name was American Horse. So in those days, when we first came to this reservation, they made prayers and the Inipi, and they prayed for the future generations. The results of those prayers came true, so that my daughter here now, who is a descendant of American Horse, is the head of this, president of this college, and she's guiding us into the future. So his prayers came true, and all of your ancestors' prayers came true, and the evidence is today. So with that, I'm going to say a prayer. El hechit mitaki was teste, koskalaka, koskalaka. Wons de eki honi piunkam, henakicha. Tukata ke wons belehi ha yaya pina, oyakeki. Oishaka, and Tukata ke, uayo wazinu kipa zuki. O hechit was agya, ke oyake goyom, the hechit hoichiche. O hechit shileno to yohila, tiwahena. Hios by tanhipi, hechit ke atomi. Uchala was take the hechit hoichiche, basle. Unsilan kapo and better kile heche unsia. Chechi chelo kasla heche. We chose in a wash ake oyakeki. And Tukata Woyishkin the heche hoiwa kasla o mitaka.
Ampetu washte, achente washte na peju zape. Pagahe ya wakati na tukaki ushwamape. Nitako wahinaji wakuje chichiwape. Lakota jeki tauyata yankapi imajiapi. Washichu tajeki Don Frank imajiapi. Inawe kisoya tobacco etiapi atewa kidero tuka etiapi. Kuksa uspire matahan nifuha tiaspire elwati. Good day, everyone. I greet you with a handshake from my heart. I ask my elders to have pity on me for speaking in front of them. My Lakota name is Taoyakte Liankapi, which means people see her. My government name is Don Frank. My mother is Sylvia Tobacco. My father is Daryl Tukro. I'm from the Kiaksa Tioshpai, and I live in Calico, South Dakota. So this morning, I'm pleased and honored to welcome you as president of one of the great institutions on our Ogalala Sioux reservation, our Ogalala Lakota reservation. And I want to welcome you to one of the most important events held on the lands of the Ogalala Lakota Nation. Ogalala Lakota College is 52 years old, and today is a monumentous occasion. We're celebrating our OLC's 50th annual commencement exercises. And this event signifies the culmination of years of hard work, perseverance, dedication. So today, we are graduating 151 students, and these students will receive their hard-earned diplomas and certificates. So with that, I want to commend the graduates for their courage, determination, and resilience. Because through this time, we've made major changes for the college and the course offerings, especially through the pandemic. And you have, as students, our students have faced many challenges head on, and they embrace those growth opportunities and continue to pursue excellence in all that they do. Today, they will not only receive their diplomas and certificates, but they will also carry the knowledge, skills, and experiences that will shape the future and enable them to positively impact their families, communities, and tribal nations. When I think about how far the college has come since inception, I think of individuals like Gerald Onefeather, Virgil Killstraight, Gerald Clifford, and others who struggled and with their dreams of having a reservation-based college and have them become a reality. Graduates, you are living their dream. Ogalala Lakota College, over the past 50 years, we have issued 5,737 associate, bachelor's, and master's degrees and certificates. I also want to thank and remember the former President Thomas Shortbull for building the college for what it is today. Behind every graduate, there's a network of support. Support of friends, mentors, staff, educators, our donors, board of trustees, elders council, and most of all, the students and their families. You all have played an instrumental role in the success of the graduates. So I want to say thank you for all of your unwavering support, dedication, and encouragement and belief in our graduates today. Your sacrifices and dedication paved the way for their accomplishments, and their celebration is just as much a reflection as a commitment as it is theirs. To the graduates, as you embark on the next chapter of your life, remember the commencement is not the end but a beginning. You have been equipped with the tools to navigate the complexities of our world, and it is up to you to make a difference. Remember your Lakota values that have shaped you. Let your actions be guided by integrity, compassion, generosity, respect, and fortitude. Seek opportunities to be leaders and agents of positive change in your family, your community, and your nation. We have to always remember our goal of Ogalala Lakota College and the goal of education in general, which is societal impact. What impact are we making in our communities today? As you forge on into the future and you take employment opportunities on the reservation, be the best that you can be. Serve our people well with compassion, be strong, ensure that you have what it takes to be able to ensure all the hardships that we face as people. But remember to hold the people in your heart. We at Ogalala Lakota College is truly rebuilding the Lakota Nation through education, one student and one graduate at a time. So thank you for joining us in the celebration and accomplishments of 151 graduates on this very special day. Thank you too. I want to also give an opportunity to introduce our president of the Ogalala Sioux Tribe. President Frank Starr comes out and ask him to address the graduates and give us a warm welcome.
Frank Starr comes out, President of Ogalala Sioux Tribe. I have a few hats, but I won't go there. Good morning, class of 2023. You did it. You did it. You know, one thing, you know, I went around the reservation talking to a lot of schools, and this is the first college class I'm talking to, and it's a little bit different crowd because now you have those tools as Dr. Franks was mentioning. Now it's time to use them tools to go out and apply them out there. I always call it the Washichu world. It's challenging out there. You know, so remember that one. I didn't prepare a speech because I believe that you should be talking from the heart, you know, and to express your feelings. So this is what I'll share a few words about how challenging it is out there. You know, I know I lived out there for, I'd say, about 25, 30 years in the Washichu world. I've always started from the bottom and worked my way up in every job I had. Came a long ways, a lot of challenges out there. So those are the things that you're going to be faced with. You're going to hit bumps along your journey here. But you got to be strong and pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and go at it again. Because there's going to be quite a few times before you get to where you want to be. I'm still dealing with challenges myself. So I take it, try to stay positive. I try to stay positive in a negative world. We did come through a lot of hardships in the past few years. We had to deal with COVID, and you guys did it. You guys stuck in there. You hung in there, and you overcame the challenges of what COVID threw at us. Now we got to get back to life again. You are the leaders. You are the leaders. So with that, you know, I hope you come back, bring back the knowledge, as like she was saying, go out there, learn the Washichu ways, learn their ways, come back, apply it here, and use it to the tribes of Spanish, our people. We're faced with challenges. We need new ideas. We need a lot of new leadership. And with the tools you have, I believe that can happen. So thank you, and good luck out there, class of 2023. Wopila. Today's your day.
Thank you, our President Star comes out. Next, I want to introduce our Board of Trustees President, Mr. Dennis Brewer. Mr. Brewer has been with the college for over 30 years, and he's now serving as the chair of our Board of Trustees. And as I mentioned last night, you know, everything that we do, Mr. Brewer is here to support us. It was last night at the feather tying ceremony, whether it's answering the questions that we need. I really appreciate the leadership that he provides to the college.
Thank you, Dr. Frank. Good morning. Ampetu Waishte. It is a good day. Dennis Brewer Kimachiate. I am pleased and honored to welcome you to the 50th annual graduation ceremony of Ogalala Lakota College. As the chair of the Board of Trustees and on behalf of the rest of the members of the board, whose names you will find inside the cover of the graduation program, to each and every one of you here today, I offer you a warm handshake. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the accomplishments of the graduating class of 2023. Thank you to Mr. Richard Judos for the opening prayer, the Creekside Singers for the beautiful white song, and each speaker who joined us today. celebrate an extremely important day for the Lakota Nation. I am especially pleased to see that we have included graduating students, speakers to share their stories, and a special keynote address by one of OLC's master's graduates. I would like to recognize Dr. Dawn Frank in her first role as Master of Ceremonies, as President of Ogalala Lakota College. Today I would like to respectfully share and remember the names of the founding board members of Ogalala Lakota College: Gerald Onefeather, Patty Twist, Alma Jacobs, Norman Rogers, and Virgil Killstreet. They were laughed and ridiculed by other institutions for their vision of the tribally controlled college on the Pine Ridge Reservation. But that didn't stop them. They forged ahead, knowing the need was there, and they had to do something. You are a proud testimony to their vision. To the students, be thankful and remember the founding board members for their struggle and their dedication of those who followed them. Be thankful for your family and friends who stood by during your educational journey. Be thankful for the faculty and staff who were by your side every step of the way to bring you to this day. Be thankful for those individuals across the country who show their support through their friendship and monetary gifts to assist in meeting your financial needs. I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. The doors of opportunity are waiting to be opened. Take that next step. Sit back and enjoy the rest of the program. Join us in the exit procession to honor the graduates, followed by a meal. And if you want to stay on and enjoy the powwow, feel free to participate. Thank you.
President Brewer. I want to introduce a member of he's the new vice president of the Wokini Initiative. And the Wokini Initiative started over many years ago with a collaboration with the South Dakota State University. I'm an alumni of the South Dakota State University. I received my PhD there. And since I've been in the role of Vice President of Instruction from 2013 to President 2022, they have been instrumental in the assistance that they had provided to us. Many of you may not know that during the Higher Learning Commission, who is our accrediting body, and we went through some challenges there where they changed their regulations and they required that all of our general education faculty members hold Masters Plus in the content area. So the Wokini Initiative, through the transfer of power from Dr. Chacoin as the previous president to Dr. Barry Dunn, who's an enrolled member of the Balasid tribe, we met and he developed the Wokini Initiative, and they've been instrumental in providing free tuition to all of our adjunct and our full-time faculty so they can become highly qualified. In addition, opening it up to community members. I really appreciate their work in support of us, in addition to providing a network of opportunities to collaborate. So with that, I want to introduce J.R. LaPlante as the Wokini Initiative to say a few words.
Thank you, President Frank. I'm glad to watch it. We don't get the J.R. LaPlante Machi. Itaji Cho, Nikuju Lakota from China University Tribe, and I just want to say that was my first grand entry in about 12 years, and so I'm really tired. I want to thank the drone for those great songs that you rendered for us today, and I really enjoyed myself coming into the grand entry today. On behalf of the South Dakota State University, President Dunn, I want to thank President Frank and the board, also our Council of Elders, President Skarsgård, for inviting us down today. And we're here because South Dakota State University has been a long partner with Ogalala Lakota College, from helping instructors become accredited so that we can provide instruction here on OLC. And we're just so proud to be a partner. We look forward to continuing that partnership into the future. I just want to say also, I cannot tell you how proud I am of each and every one of you. You should be smiling ear to ear right now for the accomplishment that you have done here with your education. And I can relate to what you have come through. And you have certainly come through a lot. But your class is unique in that you had to overcome a global pandemic to get to this point. And we lost a lot of relatives during that pandemic, and you had to go through all of that to be where you're at today. I can relate to that college journey. I'm a first-generation college graduate. I had to go out of state to get my college degree. Then I came back home. It took me a year and a half to get my first job. So don't get discouraged. Hang in there. I took any job I could take. But, you know, you just have to apply yourself the best you can. And then I was wanting to be a lawyer, but I didn't go to law school until I was 36 years old. And law school is a young man's game, so I kind of barely made it through there. But I got out, I passed my bar examination first time, and I'm going to tell you something, the value of education can't be underestimated. I can tell you right now that the doors have been open for me. I attribute to all of my mentors and the values that I was taught as a young person, but I can directly attribute it to my education. The doors that have been open to me wouldn't be open if it wasn't for my law degree. Since I became a lawyer, I had my own private practice. I practiced federal Indian law in Indian countries. That's where I started my legal career. I've been in the United States, assistant United States attorney with the United States Attorney's Office. I've worked for a governor in the state, now I'm a VP of forward-looking initiatives in higher education. So your education will take you far. I just want to say one thing. I read an article this morning that in 2014, 43% of South Dakotans had a college degree, compared to 20% of Lakota, Dakota, and Nakota. And we need to reverse that trend. We need to make that equal, if not exceed, where we have 50% of our Lakota, Dakota, Nakota people with college degrees. And then we're going to see life change across Indian country. Education is going to be the key, and I want to say thank you for having us here today, and congratulations on this amazing accomplishment. I wish you all the best of luck, and remember, we're there as your partner. You're not alone. If you need any help, just give us a call. We're here to help you. Thank you.
As I look in the crowd, you know, this is supposed to be a joyous occasion, but I see all these serious faces out there. So let's try to smile out there and enjoy your day. When I said the end, I didn't mean the end was now, so let's be happy out there. So with that, I'm really pleased to introduce our graduate presenters. You know, that's what we're here today for, is to celebrate the students. And that's something one of our board of trustees meant, as they said, we're here to honor and celebrate our students. So, you know, a lot of you may not know this, but about 80% of our budget goes directly to students. The rest to employ our staff members here. Almost all of our administrative staff is Native, and we have all of our faculty members, and the rest goes to operational costs. So I want to just put that out there. So, you know, these students are very special to us, and we look forward to what you can do in the future. So with that, I want to introduce our first guest speaker, Ms. Santana, a young man afraid of his horses, who will be receiving her Master's of Arts in Lakota Leadership and Management.
Santana, young man of various horses and Machi. Ina Wayaki, Davidico Spider horses, Na Akewaki, Wendell, young man of various horses, Jr. Hello, my relatives. I greet you all with a heartfelt handshake. My Lakota name is When She Speaks, They Listen. My English name is Santana, young man of various horses. My mother is Davidico Spider horse, and my father is Wendell, young man of various horses, Jr. I'm from the Ogalala district. First off, I'd like to start off by thanking President Don for asking me to speak. And I'd also like to thank all the family and friends of our graduates for attending. Your support means more than you know. And I'd also like to thank the staff of OLC for putting on a beautiful graduation. So attending OLC was one of the best decisions that I ever made in my life. I was in a dark place when I first started college, and nobody's going here over. And if I didn't attend OLC, I feel like I would have kept going down that dark path. When I first attended OLC in 2014, I met amazing staff. Paulina Pascal was one of the ones that encouraged me to keep going with my education. And OLC opened up many doors for me, and I'd like to personally thank OLC for bringing me down this positive path. And like everyone else, I went through obstacles. I became a first-time parent. We all have parents in there, and I know how hard it can be taking care of their homes and going through a pandemic. And I commend all of you for all your hard work, and I'd like to thank you all for your dedication and commitment to getting your education. And I would like to say, be proud of yourself. You did it. You did it. And I'd like to encourage you to keep going. Never stop accomplishing your goals you set for yourself. If you got your AA, continue to your BA. If you got your BA, continue to your master's. The master's program is a really great one. You meet a lot of good friends. We were in the pandemic, so this was our first time as master's students actually got to meet each other. So it was Zoom meetings. And a quote I heard I wanted to say is, a dangerous native is an educated native. And we as Indigenous people, we are taking education and we are making it our own. We are combining our culture with our education, and I am in awe of our people for doing so. And I am in awe of every one of you for accomplishing your degree or getting your certificate. I'd like to say congratulations, graduates. You did it. Enjoy your moment, and hope you have a great and safe weekend.
Thank you. I'm going to introduce our next student guest speaker, who will be receiving their Bachelor's of Science in K-8 Elementary, Ms. Madeline M. Buckman. Last night, during the Feather Time Baccalaureate, we had our education majors. We were adopted into the Kalpa Delta Phi, which is the highest honor society in education. So as graduates who have the purple skull with the medal, this is what they've achieved. Thank you, Don. I'm Betty Washte, King Chante Washte, and I'm Chujaki. Madeline Buckman, Imachaki, Lakota Kaje Mako, Luawi, Wazihaha Ala Tinama Lakota. Ate Wayaki Robert Buckman Jr., Inawayaki Kari Buckman, Unchishi Wayaki Doris Wonskan, Gakaraki, Dokorigo, Unchishi Wayaki John White Valley, Gakaraki Robert Buckman Sr., Tigonu Nakashi Opa, Wawahaksto. Oai Wagusta Yatioki Chikala Awo Pawinde, Jona Kinuka Ake Luka. Oa Meshtaki Yawoaki, you are true associates in liberal arts. Itaha Haskell Indian Nations University with Jona Kinuka Ake Zata. Oa Meshtaki Yawoaki, you are true associates of arts in K elementary education. Itaha Ogalala Lakota Waiwa Wakatua Awet. Wanawas Wauspe Wakatuya Wahia Wakaje Wauspe Uchakia Himachakte Chikala Waiwa Na Wauspe Uchasha Gurwa Wahuha Wauspe Uchaki Ka Uwaki Kohata Ki Swaya Wazihama Oya Kiha Waumpe Wachi Uchaki Keki, Lakota Ayate wa Uspe, Uchakia wa Chi, Lakota Nika, Wao Chikia wa Chi, He Nika wa Chi, Chanku Ognata, Oyate Koshkalaka na Koshkalaka, Uchakia wa Chi.
and senior. I have 4 sisters and 2 brothers. I graduated high school at Little One in 2012. I attained my first Associate's in Liberal Arts degree from Haskell Indian Nations University in spring 2015. My second Associate's of Arts in Elementary Education from Ogalala College last year in spring 2022. I now will be obtaining my Bachelor's of Science in K-8 Elementary Education. I always knew I wanted to be a teacher here on the Pine Ridge Reservation. This was always my intention to give back to my community because I advocate for Native success and progression in higher education. I am honored and humbled to address you today for OLC's 2023 graduation. First, I'd like to thank the administration and faculty of Ogalala College for their hard work and dedication on our behalf. My time here at OLC has been such a great experience, and I'm proud to finally have reached this point in my educational journey. While I was here, I was presented with opportunities that I jumped at, such as being part of the Uzbek Wash Day Cook Teachers Indian Professional Development Grant, and being inducted into the Kalpa Delta Pi National Honor Society for Education. I would like to share a quote that always helped me get to where I am today, and it says, "It does not matter how slow you go, as long as you do not stop." This quote holds significance because it took me 11 years to get here and to be able to stand in front of you today. I never gave up, so that is my message to you, to never give up. No matter what life decides to throw at us, we must choose to keep going. Fellow graduates, I want you to be thankful for your families. The time it took us to get here came with a lot of ups and downs, and it is good to know that we had our families in our corners, supporting us the whole way through. Thank you to my mom and my dad and my huge support system. I would not be here today without you. When you leave here today, celebrate what you have accomplished so far and go forward and be the best you can be. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you, Mara. I'm very proud of that. Our next speaker is our keynote speaker, Tadea Toba Najee. Tadea Toba Najee is from the Siston, Wahkian Dakota, Oglala Lakota, and Hunkawa Nations in South Dakota. Miss Beans grew up in the Oglala homeland where her father is from. She is the daughter of Peggy Phelps and Russell Beans. She is the a granddaughter of Marlene LeBlanc and Theodore Phelps, and Theodore Feather and Walter Means. Tadea Toba Najee received her Bachelor's of Science degree from Stanford University in Environmental Engineering, with a minor in Comparative Studies and Race and Ethnicity. She earned her JD with a concentration in Human Rights Law from the University of Minnesota Law School, and a Master's of Arts degree from Lakota Leadership and Management from Lakota College. She's a long-time advocate for human rights, survivors, children, and families. Tadea Means served as Attorney General of the Oglala Sioux Tribe and the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation from 2012 to 2017. She served as a German Marshall Fund Marshall Memorial Fellow in 2015 and 2020 Policy Ambassadors for Health Equity Fellowship, and in 2022 Rockwood Leadership Institute Leading from the Inside Out Fellow. Currently, she is a 2023 Emerson Collective Dial Fellow. Tadea Toba Najee is Executive Director of the Thunder Valley Community Development Corporation on Indigenous Grassroots Organizations in the Oglala Territory, seeking liberation for the Lakota people through language, lifeways, and spirituality. You know, I want to introduce Tadea, and she said, you know, me? And I said, yes, you, because she's a graduate of Oglala College, and this is what Oglala College is about. And one of the main things is we graduate and we return. And one of the lines in our graduate studies mission statement is that we produce graduates that work for, with, and amongst the people rather than personal and material gain. And that's just what Mrs. Means is doing today. So with that, I want to introduce her.
I'm going to watch the documentary. Diana Hickey, usually watching about the Lakota
Lakota Taje Tajudo Banaji means Amanchabi, Inawayaki, Peggy Phelps, Echia, Na Atewayaki, Lesson means Echia. Sasito Lakota na Wala Lakota na Ihanto na Lakota Wiahamacha. Pekita Haka, Ematapan, na Nizapan Otuane, LRT. Greetings, relatives. I ask my elders for forgiveness for speaking before you. I'm really humbled by the invitation. As Don mentioned, I just want to thank you, Don, for this tremendous honor to speak here to the 50th graduating class of Ogalala Lakota College. Welcome and congratulations, graduates, your families, friends, staff, administration, and the Board of Trustees. 50 years is a remarkable accomplishment, and we all should be very proud. That is 50 years of higher education, 50 years of graduates, 50 years of making a transformative impact in our communities and for our nation. Thank you, Ogalala Lakota College. My own educational journey owes a lot to Little Moon School and Ogalala Lakota College. My educational roots are at a tribal school, and because of the opportunities afforded by OLC, I was able to begin my higher education experience as a freshman in high school. That is the beauty of our tribal colleges. They have the autonomy and ability to meet the needs of our community for the benefit of the community as a whole. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the other reason I found educational successes, my mother. So many credit my father for determination, personality, passion. But while this is true, I am who I am today in large part because of my mother. Many of you may know her as your counselor, a professor, a friend, or relative. She's been an educator for over 40 plus years, and she recently retired. We are a matriarchal society, and true to form, she set the example of strength, high expectations, and ultimately not making any excuses. She is the oldest of 14 children, the first to graduate high school of her family, the first to graduate college at SDSU, and she also earned 3 master's degrees while being a single mother to me and raising her 3 youngest brothers, Ted, Matt, and Stacy, right here in Kyle. My grandmother passed away when I was 6 months old, and my mom was just 25 years old. And even at her young age, she persevered. I remember riding to Rapid City for my dance classes and her graduate classes, and I had to read her assignments to her so she could do her homework in her mind, she said. And while that made me a better reader as a 3rd and 4th grader, it showed me more than that. It showed me the value and the importance of education. She always told us to get our education so that we can have a good life, that we'll be able to take care of ourselves, and most importantly, so that we can do better than the previous generation. Now, it's easy to conflate doing better with Western standards of success, earning more money, accumulating more wealth, etc. But as I'm older now, I understand what she meant. Doing better is about making life better for the next generations. Education is an avenue, a tool to making that happen. We know as Lakota people, we have a traumatic history with Western education. While it is hopeful to see that much of that history is finally being uncovered, literally unearthed, and shared, the tremendous work of healing must now take place. So how do we do that? As Lakota people, we have a tremendous legacy of freedom fighting. As our ancestors fought for our survival, for our continued existence, we must pick up that fight for the next generations. In this battle for our lives, we must know and understand the enemy. I think of Sun Tzu's Art of War. Sun Tzu is a Chinese military general, strategist, philosopher, and writer. And he said, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. The enemy is colonization, and the trauma and the harm that has stemmed from it. The enemy is alcohol and drugs, that has devastated our communities and ruined so many lives. The enemy is violence, that we perpetrate against one another. How are we learning about these enemies, and what are our strategies to defeat them? The other part of Sun Tzu's philosophy is knowing ourselves. Knowing ourselves must involve a reconnection to our Lakota, our Lakota lifehood. It is the one sure way our ancestors guaranteed our survival. It is our turn to pick up that responsibility and ensure the freedom of the next generation. As my father once said,
So I'd much rather get across the concept of freedom. It's what's important to Indian children. The only way you can be free is to know you are worthwhile as a distinct human being. Otherwise, you become what the colonizers have designed, and that is a lemming. You get in line, you punch all the right keys, and you die. We must fight to maintain our distinctiveness as Lakota people. We must resist the whitewashing of our lifeways and the systems of colonization. This is and has always been a battle for our lives, for our right to exist as distinct peoples, and for our freedom. My father also said, that's our charge as ancestors of unborn generations, to once again become free. This brings to mind an article written by Elder Ivan Starr in 2013 in the Native Sun News, who's now since made his journey, about the significance of our old Lakota songs. He spoke of an education song that took him nearly a year to fully understand the meaning. He stated that song was composed during a time of extreme adversity, more so than the hardships we endure today. So that gives a bit of a context about why and how this song was made. Now, I'm not a singer, so I'm not going to sing this song. My Uncle Ted is a singer, and he was joking that I should just sing it, but I'll spare everybody. So I'm going to read the words. Waya wakiki, uhichiape, won'usteki, echelatka nake nula yampe. Ambetu iohila, washituki, tehia unka upe. Midakioki, Nalik Sakaye, Oyateki, Wachimiante. Students, motivate yourself and work hard. Education is all that's left. Yet we live carefree. Each day the white man brings us more hardships. Relatives, be alert. The nation is depending on you. This song helped him come to many realizations, and one of them in particular was the importance of learning the ways of the newcomers through education, as it was the best and only avenue of survival for our people. So in closing, I ask each of you to fight for our freedom, for our liberation. What a tremendous legacy we have the privilege to carry, freedom fighting. Our fight takes a multitude of forms, and education is one of those weapons. Our freedom depends on each of us doing our part to heal, to stop toxic cycles, create safe spaces for our youth, learn and teach our traditional life ways, and build an alternate world, a liberated world where our next generations can be distinctly Lakota. Strive to learn the most about our enemies, and strive even more to learn about yourselves, who you are as Lakota people. What is your commitment to our next generations? What is your commitment to our freedom? Today's accomplishment is a step toward a better tomorrow, not only for you and your immediate family, but it's a step closer for our collective liberation, for our freedom. Remember, in the words of the education song I shared, relatives, be alert. The nation is depending on you. Catch it too.
We're going to present this quilt to Tate Toba Najmi Esquire. Wopila. We're very proud of you, Tate. And now, I guess for the moment you've all been waiting for, graduates, we're going to have the presentation of the awards. Before we do that, I know it's waiting and I don't want to take too much time, but I want to recognize and jump a little bit over our agenda. Last night we had our feather tying and our baccalaureate dinner, and we gave out awards to students, and I'm just going to briefly read out their names. For the Lloyd Eagle Bull Junior Memorial Award in the amount of $250, this graduate had to have a master's degree with the highest GPA. They exemplify the Lakota values and shows leadership, and this award went out to Mary Jane Running Shield. The next award that we gave out was the Joe One Feather Award in the amount of $1,000. It was awarded to one male and one female with the highest GPA for a bachelor's degree. They needed to be a tribal member who has struggled receiving their Bachelor's of Arts degree. These two awards went out to Annie A. Richards and Alexander J. Galbert III. The next award that went out last night was the Blackout Award in the amount of $250. This went out to the student who had the highest GPA for a bachelor's degree, who is Indian or non-Indian, and this award went out to Jawinjige and Janice. The next award was the Hattie Twist Award in the amount of $250. This student achieved the highest GPA for an associate's degree, female, and it went out to any tribal member. This award was awarded to Miana M. Fay. The next award went out to the Calvin Jumping Bull, Memorial Award in the amount of $250. This went out to the individual who had the highest GPA for an associate degree, went out to a male, and went to any tribal member. This award was awarded to Shay Al Bruce. The Spirit of G. Smith Graduation Award in the amount of $250 went out to the student who had the highest GPA of 3.0 or higher. The award is given to the student who best demonstrates the qualities of improving multicultural relations, advocating arts and humanities, teaching, mentoring, and self-improvement through support groups. This award went out to Alyssa M. Wilberforce. The next award was the Robert Gay Memorial Award in the amount of $250 each. This award went out to the highest GPA for males with a bachelor's degree in Lakota Studies. It went out to a highest GPA for a female with a bachelor's degree in Lakota Studies, and also associate's degrees. The first award with the highest bachelor's degree in Lakota Studies went out to Tehran Plume. The next award with the highest GPA with female and bachelor's degree in Lakota Studies went out to Valine B. Looks-Back. The third award went out to the highest GPA for male with an associate degree in Lakota Studies, and that award went out to Seamus B. Ruff. The fourth award with the highest GPA for a female with an associate degree in Lakota Studies went out to Cynthia F. Plentybull. Next, the Catherine Fritz Salway Nursing Award in the amount of $250 went out to an individual who received an Associate of Nursing who plans on living and working on the Pine Ridge Reservation. This award went out to Cassandra B. Cox. And finally, the Gwyneth Kruger Nursing of Excellence Award, that went out to Shanda Corbett. So now we're going to, I'm going to turn the mic over to our Vice President of Instruction, Carla Witt, who will do the presentation of the awards. And graduates, when we call your name, we'll start with the first master's degree student and come and get your award. And if you would please then circle back and then take your seat.
Switch back.
Earned a Master of Arts. Mr. Blackout Corrections, Master of Arts in Global Leadership and Management, summa cum laude. Mary Jane Runningshoe, Master of Arts in Global Leadership and Management, summa cum laude. Aaron B. West, Master of Arts in Global Leadership and Management, summa cum laude. Alyssa M. Rowanhorst, Master of Arts in Global Leadership and Management, summa cum laude. Sarah Craig White, Master of Arts in Global Leadership and Management, summa cum laude. Santana Youngman of Creative Resources, Master of Arts in Global Leadership and Management, summa cum laude. Gregory S. Ross, Master of Arts in Global Leadership and Management, Education Administration and Emphasis, summa cum laude. The following have earned a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Anthony B. Barajas. Rebecca J. Bernanke. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration Management. Danica R. Eric. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Entrepreneurship, magna cum laude. Susan Jane Hawk, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Management, magna cum laude. Ryan J. Hussey, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Entrepreneurship.
Yeah, Ryan, let's go.
Delinda A. N. Denise, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Entrepreneurship, summa cum laude. Brianna A. Lamont, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration Management. Evelyn M. Martin, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration Management. Jenny D. M. Rooks, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Lisa A. Vaughn, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Management, magna cum laude. The following have earned a Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. J. Agnew, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, summa cum laude. Alexander J. Wagner III, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, magna cum laude. Christopher Benjamin Ruffin Sr., Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. Brian J. Hornbeck, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, cum laude. Vern Peel Jr., Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, magna cum laude. Madeline M. Buckman, Bachelor of Science in K-8 Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Kiana L. Denise, Bachelor of Science in K-8 Elementary Education, cum laude. Cynthia F. Cunningham, Bachelor of Science in K-8 Elementary and Associate of Arts Lakota Studies, summa cum laude. Leslie L. Wilcox, Bachelor of Science in K-8 Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Charles L. Bush, Bachelor of Science in Natural Science, Conservation Biology. David J. Herman, Bachelor of Science in Natural Science, Conservation Biology, and Associate of Arts in General Business. Julie Bagley, Bachelor of Arts in Lakota Studies, Indian Law and Business. Ashley Lagola, Bachelor of Arts in Lakota Studies, Indian Law and Business, cum laude. Nicholas W. Blackwell, Bachelor of Arts in Lakota Studies, Indian Law and Business. Florentine Black Spotted Horse, Bachelor of Arts in Lakota Studies, Indian Law and Business. Darlene B. Alfredstadt, Bachelor of Arts in Lakota Studies, Lakota Culture Emphasis, cum laude. Nico J. Hinojosa, Bachelor of Arts in Lakota Studies, Lakota Art Emphasis. Stacy Littlebach, Bachelor of Arts in Lakota Studies, Indian Law Emphasis. Elaine R. Locke, Bachelor of Arts in Lakota Studies, Indian Law Emphasis, cum laude. Alexandria R. Meridian Montgomery, Bachelor of Arts in Lakota Studies, Indian Law Emphasis, and Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies, also Associate of Arts in Tribal Law. Talon W. Nested, Bachelor of Arts in Lakota Studies, Lakota Language Emphasis, Certificate in Lakota Language. Teron Plume, Bachelor of Arts in Lakota Studies, Indian Law Emphasis. Bernie L. Shotwick Arrow, Bachelor of Arts in Lakota Studies, Lakota Language Emphasis, Certificate in Lakota Language. Therese M. Fitz, Bachelor of Arts in Lakota Studies, Indian Law Emphasis, cum laude. Frankie Villarreal, Bachelor of Arts in Lakota Studies, Indian Law Emphasis. Johnny Greensley, Bachelor of Arts in Early Childhood. Leslie M. Romero, Bachelor of Arts in Early Childhood, magna cum laude. Missy R. Buckman, Bachelor of Social Work, magna cum laude. Carly R. Clifford, Bachelor of Social Work, summa cum laude. Crystal R. Eagle, Bachelor of Social Work, cum laude. Tanisha A. Goodlow, Bachelor of Social Work. Natalie N. Littlehead, Bachelor of Social Work, magna cum laude. Dal L. Sutsuda, Bachelor of Social Work. Victoria L. Phelps, Bachelor of Arts in Leadership and Communication. Annie A. Richards, Bachelor of Arts in Leadership and Communications, magna cum laude. Wendy Walter Cross, Bachelor of Arts in Leadership and Communication. Lachlan R. Alger, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Jeremiah F. Briggs II, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Emmanuel Blackbear, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies, also Certificate in Lakota Language. Shai L. Bruce, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies, Associate of Arts in Tribal Law. Callie R. Patches, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Diana D. Eagle, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Liana M. Fay, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Morgan A. Flores, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies, and a certificate in Lakota Language. Rafael J. Fox, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Norma A. Gillespie, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Nicole C. Gonzalez, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Austin E. Richfield, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Edward D. Harris, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Kyle L. Herman, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Olivia Umochia, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. AKA Venus J. Gilbert, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Lisa Conley, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Maxine Pipehead, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Ronald J. Randall, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies and Associate of Arts in Tribal Law. Anthony Goodell, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Kiana G. Richards, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Seamus B. Ruth, Associate of Arts in Lakota Studies. Connor Aliana, Diane Rudu.
It's fine.
ASK Sharpish Blacksmith, Associate Arts in Lakota Studies. Credit R. Whiteface, Associate Arts in Lakota Studies. Martina R. Phelps, Associate of Arts in Tribal Law. Kimberly Brown, Associate of Arts in Tribal Law. Mary Curry, Associate of Arts in Tribal Law. Alina C. Danielson, Associate of Arts in Tribal Law. Serena L. Irony, Associate of Arts in Tribal Law. Robin Nicole, Associate of Arts in Tribal Law. Paulina M. Martinez, Associate of Arts in Tribal Law. Sarah M. Oliver, Associate of Arts in Tribal Law. Jordan A. Great, Associate of Arts in Tribal Law. Catalina A. Rodriguez, Associate of Arts in Tribal Law. Thomas R. Rowland, Associate of Arts in Tribal Law. Jacinta L. Traversy, Associate of Arts in Tribal Law. Melanie A. Tudigo Gacko, Associate of Arts in Tribal Law. Brooke L. Chasel, A. Mercy, posthumously. Katie L. Associate of Arts in Nursing. Cassandra B. Cox, Associate of Arts in Nursing. Kylie M. Caprice, Associate of Arts in Nursing. Stephanie S. Silsack, Associate of Arts in Nursing. Athena E. Little, Associate of Arts in Nursing and Associate of Arts in Life Science. Dawn M. Paulinus, Associate of Arts in Nursing. Shanna Porter, Associate of Arts in Nursing. Alana Grace Romero, Associate of Arts in Nursing. Stormy Ray G. Williams, Associate of Arts in Nursing. Donna M. Winters, Associate of Arts in Nursing. Johnny D. Buckman, Associate of Arts in Life Sciences. Angel Blue, Associate of Arts in Life Sciences. Natalie F. Rosedog, Associate of Arts in Elementary Education. Dylan Bennett, Associate of Arts in Elementary Education. Utaki Lee Aloha, Associate of Arts in Elementary Education. Sammy L. Boucher, Associate of Arts in Early Childhood. Alexandria K. Duran Oldhorse, Associate of Arts in Early Childhood. Whitney S. Headley, Associate of Arts in Early Childhood. Maya R. Ironcup, Associate of Arts in Early Childhood. Paulette M. Ironcup, Associate of Arts in Early Childhood. Maureen Denise, Associate of Arts in Early Childhood. Maggie M. McGee, Associate of Arts in Early Childhood. Helena F. Montalago, Associate of Arts in Early Childhood. Cecily S. Redow, Associate of Arts in Early Childhood. Marissa Realton, Associate of Arts in General Business. Marco A. Christensen, Associate of Arts in General Business. Naomi Lee Felicia, Associate of Arts in General Business. Janine F. Goodbanks, Associate of Arts in General Business. Shay Al Hazen, Associate of Arts in General Business. Jeremy J. Huntford Jr., Associate of Arts in General Business. Cody Denise, Associate of Arts in General Business. Sharon D. Associate of Arts in General Business. Lynette K. Marine, Associate of Arts in General Business. Michael M. Peoples, Associate of Arts in General Business. Connie J. Gibson, Associate of Arts in General Business. Louis W. Shaw, Associate of Arts in General Business. Brian F. Sherman Jr., Associate of Arts in General Business. Alejandro A. Bernhardt, Associate of Arts in General Business. Xavier W. Jones, Associate of Arts in Graphic Arts. Sean C. Clemens II, Associate of Arts in Print Engineering. Michael J. DeBray, Associate of Arts in Print Engineering. Cecil E. Wilhelm III, Associate of Applied Science and Automotive Technology. Wade J. Little-Whiteman, Associate of Art, Applied Science and Automotive Technology. Cameron C. Younger, Associate of Applied Science and Electrical Technology. Maya J. Gurney, Associate of Applied Science in General Construction. Inabada E. Denise, Associate of Applied Science in General Construction. Joseph A. Yellowfeather, Associate of Applied Science in General Construction. Shawnee J. Lafferty, Associate of Applied Science in Information Technology. Alexander C. Reynolds, Associate of Applied Science in Information Technology. Sharon Swallow, Associate of Applied Science in Information Technology. Maximus C. Yellow, Associate of Applied Science in Information Technology.
Another valuable skill. Congratulations.
Otto T. Fly, Certificate in Local Language. Timothy Hasselhorst Jr., Certificate in Local Language.
Congratulations, Mr. Otto.
Sundown Hospital, Certificate in Local Language. Nadine Oki, Certificate in Local Language. Anne M. Tobacco, Certificate in Local Language. Janine Mary Tobacco, Certificate in Local Language. Claricia M. Whitehawk, Certificate in Local Language. Dallas P. Gelshin, Certificate in Local Language. That is your 2023 Ogalala College graduates.
want to thank all of you for attending today. We are all extremely proud of you. For those of you who achieved certificates for the hard work that you've completed, and we look forward to many of the graduates who received AA degrees, the graduates who received bachelor's degrees. Remember, we have a master's degree, and we hope that you continue on in the future. And we look forward to seeing you and what you do in the future as you press forward in your careers. With that, we're going to go ahead and conclude our ceremonies, and we will have a closing prayer by Aunt Richard Tudor, and then we'll have an honoring song to present our graduates to the people. We will have a closing honoring song, and we'll have a closing procession. We're going to ask the honoring class, we're going to ask the color guard to come and lead us out in an honoring, and then we'll do the final possession and then we go. And while we're getting ready from there, I want to present some quilts. I want to give a quilt to Dr. Richard Tudor for being here. He's also an elders council for Ogalala Lakota College, and we're going to present a quilt to him. We also want to present a quilt to Lakota, who came all the way to be here with us today. So JR, we're going to give this quilt to you.
Yeah, I'll be folded up. Yeah, that'll work, yes.
Wow, you guys are all done. Wait till this one gets turned on and then you can scoop. Okay. Yeah,
so we'll ask the drum group to do the honoring song first, and then we will follow by an exit song, and then we'll take our flags out with our color guard. So you're all welcome. Board.
Oh yeah.